It's Ketchup Packets.
Hey everybody, I'm Sean.
I'm Nate.
And this is Ketchup Packets. Today we're back with more Andor. We're watching Season 1, Episode 5, called The Axe Forgets.
The axe forgets?
So, yeah, I mean, the weapon will not remember who it's been used to kill in the past. It's just a tool. It's maybe that's what that means.
Interesting, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we spent too much time trying to read into the titles.
Axes
it's not important.
they don't have minds. They can't remember in the first place.
Exactly. Well, this is Star Wars. Anything goes.
Yes,
They
true,
have an
yeah.
axe with a mind.
That's right. Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past it, But last time on Andor, he joined up with the camp of Shepherd rebels. Mm-hmm. And
we got
they
a heist.
we got a heist plan that has the smallest possible window of opportunity to do.
A large margin of error,
Exactly.
a lot of risk involved, and I think it's just going to go off without a hitch.
Yeah, it sounds like an exciting scenario, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. So we've got that, and we've got our fired corporate security guy that went home to his mom, who is angry and happy to see him at the same time. So
That's right.
that whole situation going on. And then we have our new Imperial woman who is like trying to find the Starpath unit and is all gung-ho about doing that. So we got a few irons in the fire here on Andor to check out, and then he left his mom and his friend and Bix back in the original town that's now going to be crawling with Empire.
Yep.
I don't know,
Not good.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a hiatus from the show because we were ill for a few filming sessions, but I did my best to try and remember where we are, so I think I got it down.
I only remembered the heist bit.
Yeah.
Well, I would have remembered the rest once we got there, but yeah, it's so we got kind of three different threads that are all becoming interwoven as the story goes on.
Well, and we also have Stellan Skarsgård's character, who I still can't remember, like Lothan or something like that, I think is what people have said in the comments is his name, but he met with Mon Mothma, remember? And we met her.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The lady who, we were corrected, she's not in A New Hope. She's in Return of the Jedi.
Oh, okay.
But I think that's a forgivable mistake for me to make because she's still standing at a console helping them plan an attack on the Death Star. So it's not my fault they do that in 2 movies. They do that in 3 movies. There's one of those in one of the new ones too, Nate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, yeah. But so yeah, that's all our threads because we got that one too and forgotten about that. We just basically like met her. She's a politician.
She's a politician. Yeah.
She's like a senator who is helping fund the rebellion, and her husband invites people over that she doesn't like.
She doesn't like.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's where we are, and I want to get back to it and see more Star Wars because this show is it's intriguing me in a way that I didn't quite expect it to. I love the essence of Star Wars so much when it's done right, the way this show is doing it right.
Yeah, totally.
You just really feel like you could dive into that world and live there. I think that the first trilogy really had that effect on people, and it's part of what made it such a lasting phenomenon, is that those movies really felt like you could dive into that world and live there.
It's like lived-in sci-fi. Stuff was dirty, didn't work right,
Yeah, random shit they don't bother to try and explain to the audience, because they're like, this world is just strange for you.
Right.
All kinds of stuff. Yeah, so that's what I love about this show, and I'm excited to watch more. So should we get to it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. We got a Patreon down there. There's full-length reactions ahead of the YouTube versions. Movie polls for what movies we watch between show seasons, so yeah, check that out if you want to. Otherwise, let's watch Andor. So, something that was pointed out to us in the comments is that the music playing over this logo is different in every episode.
Oh, interesting.
And you can overlay them over each other to make the full theme.
No way.
That's what they say.
It's a long way to walk.
Yeah, this guy's got emotional problems.
Yeah, cry me a river, fascist. Is that a cereal box?
In presenting yourself to the world, that would explain a great deal.
And blue milk.
Being a leader.
Blue milk is a Star Wars thing.
Yeah. It's weird.
You might as well wear a sign that says, I promised to disappoint you.
Oh.
Shame we couldn't have seen more of each other when you were flourishing. I'd have the memory to sustain me.
Well, you could have come anytime you wanted.
Any civilized being knows an open invitation is no invitation at all. My assumption is...
That's an interesting point.
God, how sensitive you can be.
Perhaps you've forgotten my question. Do you have even a single prospect before you?
They have a strained relationship, huh?
Yeah. Starting to see how he got the way he is.
Yep.
What's missing?
Everyone else?
Did they just pick up and move? No.
It's all there. Bill asked me to have a look.
Oh, his bag.
You didn't come with much. That plus the bad arms, pretty clear you left wherever you were in a hurry. Corporate issue. You're lucky to be alive right now. We've been down here for months and the stakes are high.
Yeah, there was probably a vote on whether or not to kill him.
Yeah, right.
Whose is this?
Didn't get a name.
Did you take that gun off one of the Primor guys he killed in the first episode?
Yeah, I think so.
So where were you?
Sipo. Youth Center.
They built a lot of cages, huh? The axe forgets, but the tree remembers.
Oh, okay.
That's why you're here? Revenge?
Yeah, that's good enough for now. You?
I
Same.
was told I could help.
Yeah, but you won't say by who.
Does he have a bunch of scars on his back?
Yeah, looks like it.
I'm the lieutenant.
Without him, there's no plan.
He could be walking us right into a trap.
They would have taken us down by now. Or maybe that's what you're here
Yeah, I
for.
think that lieutenant is putting himself at a lot more risk than
Yeah.
you guys are at by having him.
Wait and walk away.
Wouldn't that
Unless
be
he's a
lovely?
spy.
Well, but that's what I'm saying is that I don't think it's likely, given...
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know, like, he would have taken us down by now, like he said. You know, there's only 7 of them in a little camp. Just round them up and shoot them.
Yeah, right.
Did you eat?
When would that have happened? Just came down.
Take something for the ride.
What?
We need to be going.
Oh, change in plan. Dad's taking me. You're taking me, right?
Clear it with her.
So her family doesn't like her?
Planned this. We have a schedule. The driver's waiting. I've planned on this and we're going.
You're only doing it to show off.
What?
Just go.
What do I
Jeez.
Can't wait to have teenagers.
That's just so hurtful.
See? There you go.
Go where?
That's my point. It's all about you, isn't it? It's always all about you.
Is this really how you'd like to start the day?
I didn't choose this conversation.
Yeesh.
Yeah, that's...
Some tension in this household.
Dray milk. You can live on it. You may question your existence after a few days.
So it's really gross?
Yeah.
We've grown reliant on Imperial tech, and we've made ourselves vulnerable. There's a growing list of things we've known and forgotten, things they've pushed us to forget. Things like freedom.
Mimic sees oppression everywhere.
Interesting.
Skeen pretends not to listen, but I know the message is sinking in.
This kid's a young idealist,
He's
you
writing a
know?
manifesto. Did he tell you?
Hasn't suffered enough defeats to be broken yet.
Yep.
That is the real trick of the Imperial thought machine. It's easier to hide behind 40 atrocities than a single incident. But they have a fight on their hands, don't they? Our elemental rights.
Wow,
That's
he's dumping a
interesting, yeah.
lot of knowledge on us right now.
This charts an astral path, this maps the trail of political consciousness. Both systems based on truth, both navigating toward clear and achievable outcomes. Basic facts expanded to...
That's a lot.
Okay.
You're doing a lot, man.
So calibrating the weight.
What about it?
How would you do it?
Is this a test?
It's a simple question.
You don't know how to get it off the runway, do you?
We know how to...
They don't know how to fly it at all.
Jesus.
Answer the question.
That's why Lothan was like, you needed another guy.
You don't. You sure it's on the rail?
Yes.
It's mounted. It's ready to go. That's how they keep it, you're sure?
Yeah, right. You guys.
What were you gonna do if I wasn't here?
Might have been ugly, but
Bail.
we figured it out.
We wanted to be sure.
No. Okay. I'll pilot.
No, you'll do as you're told.
I'm flying it.
Yeah, it sounds like you need him to do it.
I'm pulling this thing out of there.
Okay.
Okay.
Jeez. What are they, like, one day out, and they hadn't figured this out yet?
Down there. Where we'll be coming from. The old temple.
Got it.
Yeah, and this is our Imperial contact who's working with them.
I'll be back in an hour. This had better be well on its way, or I promise you, I'll be revisiting the schedule for winter furloughs.
These guys know you're going off, though. See, it's always risky, this kind of thing, because even if you outrank them, they still know.
Yep.
From the Al-Kenzi airbase transferred for special duty. Shoulders back. More.
Don't touch me.
Jeez.
Can you walk like a soldier?
I've seen it done.
Let's find out if you've been paying attention.
He said he walked in and took that Starpath unit. He should be able to blend in reasonably well, right? Now we've got the Imperials here at the site of all this.
What do you think? As a hotel, do you want it or not? The assignment? No, you're taking the assignment. I was asking if this would do as your headquarters.
Just decide.
You can wear a ball gown if you'd like. Just get this up and running before my next staff meeting.
It'd be funny if in the next scene that guy was in a ball gown.
Lieutenant Gorn will be out front. He's the leader. He's the gatekeeper. So eyes on him at all times. We're locked in. We're listening. Ready to adapt.
Probably feels pretty silly to rehearse, but you should do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Squad. Hope.
Those two are pointing their guns at each other.
What are they doing?
Probably shouldn't be doing that.
You should switch.
What?
He's left-handed.
They addressed it.
Skin is left-handed. You want your weapon on the outside.
What am I?
Right-handed.
Terrible.
Right.
Nemec.
Favors right, but shoots left.
Yeah.
Fine. Let's switch.
So he's demonstrating that he's observant.
Yep.
Wait!
TIE fighters, I hear them. Oh, shit.
Cover the guns!
As a kid, I never realized how scary that sound actually is.
Yeah.
The sound design on that is really cool.
Well, they've given us a perspective that's so much more vulnerable to them than we've ever seen before.
Yeah.
It's always in a dogfight when you've got X-Wings on our side that are blasting them out of the
true.
sky.
Yeah.
Never just been helpless on the ground, and here they come. Oh shit, he's gonna fire on you. Jesus Christ!
Jeez.
Just an intimidation flyover? Do we bag the operation now?
Yeah.
Surprise from above is never as shocking as one from below.
Who was that?
I wouldn't be surprised if the pilots just kind of like to mess with the
shepherds.
The shepherds, yeah. Good hiding spot.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm just moving your stuff.
Don't.
It was in the way.
Don't ever.
I thought you were checking the comms.
Why did he freak out so much?
I think he's just jumpy. I don't think he trusts anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they keep, like, taking his stuff out of his bag and, like, moving it around. And it's like, that's my stuff.
Yeah.
Leave my stuff alone.
He's had it.
Make a soldier of the year.
Also, he's playing a good mercenary. If you were, like, a mercenary, you know, for hire,
What did I miss?
be like, don't touch my stuff.
It's true, yeah.
I don't know you.
I know this. If I was them, this is how I'd do it. I'd spread it out. Never climb the same fence twice.
It's too random to be random.
Okay.
So-
But, yeah, I mean, smart thinking, but...
2 more files each.
But it's an interesting sort of escalation phenomenon where, like, the better the rebels are at hiding themselves, the more insane and zealous of pursuers be the ones who end up finding them. You know?
Yeah, right.
Like, it's weird, like, you accidentally bring the worst cops down on yourself by being really good at... I don't know, does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. Like, they're on a mission.
Everyone else is happy not to work. You know?
Right.
And these guys are like, no, we're going to make a pattern out of the randomness.
To the rebellion.
To the rebellion.
Well,
We're burning the plan because it's all done.
Perhaps you'll study Uncle Harlow with more energy in the future. I told him how sorry you were about what happened. I stressed that it was a large enough mistake to be deeply educational.
Yes, I heard some of that.
Our conversation.
Your side of it?
Yeah, this guy doesn't like being humiliated, though.
No. Sadly, I wasn't able to study Uncle Harlow's response.
He knows how much we're counting on it.
I recognize her voice from somewhere.
I recognize her face, but I can't figure out why.
Lieutenant Gorn. What's an Imperial lieutenant doing getting involved with this?
Yeah, it's a fair question.
Mm-hmm.
He fell in love with a local woman and lost a promotion. Then he lost the woman. Then he lost his taste for the Empire.
Is that enough
Everyone has their
to
own
trust him?
Right. Depends what the Empire did to her.
Yeah, if they killed her, then maybe.
They probably killed her, yeah.
Aldani, sir. It's not many people's first choice assignment. The thing you hear when posted to Aldani is that perhaps you'll be lucky enough to be there for the Eye.
The idea of being this close and not seeing it. And I know we can't all be up there.
Oh, sure, they want to see the fancy celestial event. So nobody's staying back to take care of the goats? They just leave them out there?
Fine.
Don't move.
Okay.
Because you know what'll happen.
Hey, what are you doing?
Why?
There we go. I knew it. I knew you were lying. I knew it. He's been hiding it.
Skiing?
Skyclapper, look at it glow.
What is the significance of that?
He won't say why he's here, where he's from. He doesn't say what he believes in, and now this? Who brings a treasure to a robbery?
We don't have time for this.
I need to
That's a good question,
Yeah,
though.
he's right to be confused.
It's your call.
Let's not go too far, Clem.
I just want what's mine.
Yeah, don't put me on the spot.
Enough! Everyone stands
Yeah,
down.
why not say that to the guy who stole a thing?
Move. Put the weapon away. Give him the stone. You can kill each other later.
That's not good.
You'd be right where I am.
I mean, there's no time for this if there's a ship coming.
Yeah.
It's heading towards the garrison. You're stuck. Move. We'll talk when we're safe.
Yeah, there's no time for this. Anyway, it's time for the heist, man. It's the time to not trust him has passed.
I'm being paid. Paid to be here. You need to know? That's it.
Just be fully upfront.
Yeah.
All right.
You can't live with that? I'm not worth it? I'll walk away and wish you luck. But that's what it is.
And he knows how badly they need him now, too.
Yep.
You think we're scared?
I know you are.
It's really only the money.
To take a risk like this? Come on.
Maybe you're the one that's afraid.
He doesn't have any confidence that it can really affect the Empire. You know?
Right.
Fear. You want out of this. Make a choice. Don't use me as an excuse.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he's there for the money might be kind of like, all right, it's getting paid to do a job, I guess, you know?
This is a heist where we're stealing money, after all.
Right, exactly.
Let's get to the camp in one piece. You can all chew on it there. All of you.
They care as much about the Empire losing the money they're going to steal as they care about gaining it, but it's fine to have a guy who's just there to gain the money.
When were you planning to tell me about this new foundation?
Oh, didn't think you'd be interested.
Why is that?
It's charitable.
Got him.
Yeah, they really don't like each other.
No.
Cloris. Sir.
Would you mind taking the expressway?
Yes, sir.
The sucky thing about this is neither one of them can even, like, get out of the car.
No, yes, you got your weird... I mean, if Anakin has showed us anything, you can just drop 50 stories to a different lane of traffic and catch a different car.
Yep. Oh, God.
We Let's get a fire up. Let's go.
Yeah, it's got to be so frustrating for... I can't remember what her name is, but for that woman in charge, for them to be fighting on the walk there. Just be like,
yeah,
God damn it, we need to focus.
Yeah, come on, guys.
How would he even begin to go about finding him at this point?
Yeah, it's the whole galaxy, right?
Scheme.
Yeah, both of them probably don't want to go to sleep tonight now, after they've been fighting.
Yeah.
If all goes well, we'll see you tomorrow night.
I need to hear you tell me you can follow the plan.
You won't have a problem with me.
And this would be extremely nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
I thought you were turning it off.
I was just going to.
You said that an hour ago.
Am I keeping you up?
Is he listening for a signal, or...?
There's nothing else you can do, Luthen. They're either going to be okay out there or they're not.
What? That's a daring prediction.
Bel's the only one who traces back.
No,
Oh, so he's worried about the heist, of course.
I wasn't careful.
But he wouldn't be expecting to hear them transmit.
They'll all be over this time tomorrow.
Or we'll just be starting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna notice their payroll going missing.
What do they say? Like a quarterly pay for
the sector?
Huge, yeah. Jeez.
Oh, come on!
What?
All just build up.
Yeah, jeez. I was really hoping for a heist. I
knew we weren't going to get the whole thing. There wasn't time to do that, but I thought maybe we'd be like, okay, we're in. You know, like it would be.
Sure.
I mean, that's essentially where we are, I guess. It's the night before. They're doing their signal. They're like, okay, we're ready to go.
Well, at least that means that maybe there won't be like a cliffhanger in the middle of the heist.
Oh, yeah. I think the next episode is probably going to be wall-to-wall craziness.
Yes,
I mean,
yeah.
If the structure of the season we learned about still holds as well, where it's like sort of 3-episode little arcs, then next one is episode 6, and so it's the big payoff like episode 3 was, where sort of all the whoosh laser kapow stuff starts happening. So, yeah.
Whoosh laser kapow stuff.
That's Yahtzee Crochet, I believe. Gotta cite my quotes, you know, and other internet people will recognize that. Yeah, and so, yeah, I guess that was just lots of prep and build up.
Yeah.
Some
understand why
stuff.
the other heist people are having trouble trusting him, but it's kind of like, what do you want him to say? He's there now. He pointed out a huge flaw in your plan. Like, you gotta be able to drive the thing.
They had no way to proceed without him. So yeah, I think that's what gave him the confidence to be like, look, I'm just gonna level with you. I've been paid to be here. I'm surprised he didn't also talk about that, like, yeah, Luthen brought me here and told her to take me. It's like, maybe that would have been too much. Like, wait a minute, what the fuck? I don't even know if these people know there's a guy above her. You know? And so...
I think that they would know that at
because he seemed like he's worried about all of them at the end there, you know? Like, he's concerned, but maybe he's just concerned about this mission going off.
But maybe they don't trust him. I mean, he hasn't gotten his hands dirty at all. They've been there for months, right?
Well, it seems like he's got some kind of high society position, you know, like if he's able to interface with the senator and it's not weird, like she can go there on her scheduled time, you know, so it's not as though he's some kind of an underworld dude.
Yeah.
In his public-facing identity, anyway.
What if I was, you know, a member of a faction like this and I had been like up in the mountains for months and this guy, you know, we had like a whole plan and then this guy just swoops in his fancy schmancy ship and just like drops off some random stranger. I might
be like, I hired this guy.
yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, bye. Good luck with that.
Yeah, that's
Hope everything works out.
Right,
I might be a little bit like, yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, so it was probably wise for him not to bring that piece of it up, but on the other hand, that's one more piece of secret information that can come out later and cause more and be like, how many more fucking things have you not said yet? You know, like there's always one more piece we haven't learned. And so, yeah, others could get more frustrated if that comes out at a later point.
Yeah, I feel like if the stakes are this high, in a situation like this, you kind of want to have all your cards on the table. But Luthen kind of set them up to, like, oh, just keep it a secret. Your name's Clem. Is not really a great, like, oh, I found him. Like, well, she's just like, he showed he's here now, so.
And with the guy going through his bag and stuff, too, it showed that, like, the way he presented didn't quite match with what they said about. Like, this is a guy I brought in, and we weren't sure if we could get him. And it's like, nah, man, you've got like nothing in your bag, and the clothes on your back show that you fled somewhere quickly.
Yeah, and your gun has an Imperial seal on it.
Yeah,
so
you're hiding
that,
here. Yeah, it's right. It definitely, I understand completely. Yeah, it wasn't a great cover story to lie to people whose like whole thing seems to be like it's espionage.
Yeah,
right. Notice that sort of stuff.
They must have known knives were going to come out at some point, being like, "Who are you really?" You know. But it's a good thing that no one's throat got slit, because that seemed like that guy was just about ready to be like, I do not trust this guy at all.
Yeah, that's a really interesting performance from that dude. That actor I saw just recently when I watched a show called The Bear. That's about a restaurant in Chicago, and that actor plays like the coked out cousin who's like sort of the problematic person on the in the staff group. And so it's interesting to see him be, you know, more of a grounded, I mean, I say grounded in his fantastical space wizard role, you know, but it's...
he's a serious person.
Yeah,
with like, like an aim and a goal and self-preservation.
It's cool to see him do that. Speaking of serious person with a goal, we've got Cyril and his mom just sort of crushing his spirit slowly for an episode. Yeah, that guy is gonna pop at some, as we've been saying.
He's been on the edge of it forever. I mean, you can tell that he's just got an inferiority complex of all time.
And with a mom who belittles him like that, it's easy to see maybe where that comes from.
He wants to prove himself so badly, and he went, you know, kind of behind the backs of the people. He was like trying to do something extra cool. Like, if I can find this guy, I'll get the promotion I always want, and my mom will, you know, appreciate me, or like, you know, and then he just messed it up so bad.
Instead, he got his whole company shut down. You messed up so bad that everyone's fired, not just you. And also, he got the additional humiliation of Cassian had a gun to his head and then let him go, you know?
And like, he immediately broke down.
Exactly, right? The only reason I'm still alive is because he chose to spare me, you know? That has got to really eat at a guy like that. And I think that's part of what looking at the hologram of him was. Like, he's got it out for him. And that interaction from a few episodes ago was interesting. Somebody in the comments highlighted for us that, like, Cassian has no idea that the guy he had right there is like the person who set all this in motion. But Cyril had exactly the notion of who had got the best of him, you know?
Yeah,
so it was, there's still an asymmetrical nature to their sort of relationship where, Cassian is not even aware that this guy is a problem for him. You know? He doesn't know that he's got someone out for him.
And he's obsessed. He's sitting there in his bed just like watching his image float around. Oh, geez. Yeah, that's not good.
I still think that at some point he's going to have to connect up with that Imperial woman who is trying to find the Starpath unit, and they will take their zealotry together to go after this evil rebel guy who stole the Starpath unit and humiliated all the Primor officers.
Yeah. And I just wanted to note, I was thinking about it, and I think his mom's voice, and maybe somebody in the comments can let us know, the Emperor's New Groove, Yzma's voice.
No, that's Eartha Kitt.
Is it?
Yeah, she's dead.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's so sad.
That's
she's got a similar sort of.
Yeah, no, I can see how you would think that. No, Yzma in the Emperor's New Groove is Eartha Kitt, who is best known as being Catwoman on the old Batman TV show.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, wild! I didn't know that. Well, piece of trivia has nothing to do with this, so thanks for sticking around and listening to that.
I don't know. That's about wrap it up for this episode.
Yeah.
It was sort of a little interlude one again, like episode 2, kind of. So we got to build up to the heist next time, and that's gonna end. The Eye is what they call the celestial event they're waiting for too.
Yeah, so. I was waiting for heist time and crazy celestial stuff happening.
That's it'll probably be pretty visually amazing. At least that's what I'm expecting. So they better not disappoint me with that.
Oh, they've even been like amping it up within the show.
Yeah,
it's like
this is really cool. Don't want to miss it and stuff.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, I guess we should just wait till we see that one. So, thanks for joining us, everybody. We're loving Andor. It's a good time. So until next time, I'm Sean.
I'm Nate.
And this is Catch Up Packets.